Hey guys, Derek again. This week we are going to focus on something new. Last week we worked on making sure we knew exactly what the guides wanted, asking questions, um, figuring out what level we're on, stuff like that. Okay, and then also having a plan for the upcoming week, and that is hugely important. If we're being held accountable by knowing what we're eating and we're planning it out and we're making sure it's perfect, it's going to be excellent. Just realize that it's never a perfect plan. It's constantly adjusting, and that's what we're going to end up doing this week. Okay, so we're really going to focus on protein in each meal during this week. Okay, roughly about within that 4 to 5 range meals. Now realize that this could be pretty much anything. Majority of the time people like to have, the three main meals: breakfast, lunch, dinner. Have those with a whole bunch of protein in that, and then the quote unquote snacks, the ones in between, are a protein shake. You have that one in the middle of the day and after your workout or something like that. Okay, you don't need to do that. That's what a lot of times it's relatively easier. Within those snacks, you can easily just have another source of protein as well. It doesn't really matter. You do not need that a protein shake to get results. All right, but it is very, very easy for people to end up doing that, and that way it goes away from the mindless snacking. All right, so are we getting protein in each meal? What you're going to end up doing is you're going to look at the previous week, i.e. your plan, or if you are doing it, food logging as well. You're going to look back, how am I going to adjust? Okay, am I getting that 20 to 30 grams at each meal, 5 meals, or do I have to tweak it a little bit more? All right, so I'm gonna look at that previous week. How much protein am I actually getting per meal? Okay, and again, keep that in mind that it is a portion size. It's not one egg. One egg equals 6 grams. We're looking for that 20 to 30, okay, or a palm size or something like that. Okay, that's why I have those little adjustments in those guides that where, a portion of an egg is like 3 eggs, okay, as opposed to what fits into your palm. All right, so we're really looking for that 1 to 2 palm size. 1 for women, 2 for guys, 20 to 30 grams roughly, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. In reality, a lot of times if we're active, especially for women, this ends up being around 1.5, and the guys around like 2.5. It just really depends. But again, if we're getting barely any, just getting a little bit here and there is going to be good. You don't necessarily have to add another meal, just start tweaking the portions. If you had 4 ounces, now you're having 5. If you had 1 egg, now you're having 3. It's stuff like that. You add that at each meal to make sure that we are getting enough. Okay, so make sure you're focusing on that protein. If you already have that going, or if you do get it relatively fast, the next, like, we would want to get veggies. Okay, pair that up with veggies, and that way, when we look at those My Plates, hey, we have a whole bunch of veggies for half the plate, and the rest of it is going to be that small little protein and some a little bit more of carbs later on. All right, so focus on that this week.